What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of In It to Win You. We are going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be playing some Battle Spot doubles, and for those of you that don't know what Battle Spot doubles is the doubles format on Battle Spot that is not VGC 2017. It doesn't mean you can use things broken like Mewtwo and Rayquaza or Primals, but the Pokedex is a lot more expanded to open up to like megas, like Mega like Charizard. You could also use like pseudo legends like Latios. I guess Latios is more of just a legend than a pseudo legend, but this is gonna be our team. It's similar to the way VGC 2015 was and VGC 2013 was. It's a much more expanded Pokedex that just allows a lot more freedom while still keeping that doubles feel. So throwing down the items here, we're gonna have Charizard Y. We're gonna be using Charizard Y today. So Charizard Y, I guess. We're gonna be using Focus Sash Venusaur. I might switch that up to a Life Orb if I feel like I'm not having a big enough punch with my Venusaur. Up next is gonna be the Intimidate Eject Button Hitmontop. I think this guy's actually pretty good, and I've been just a fan of Hitmontop for years. It's also running Bulldoze in case I need to run that too. So Hitmontop's probably going to come to a lot of games that we see other weather users in, just to give me multiple chances to send my Charizard back out. After that is going to be Choice Scarf Latios. Now, Choice Scarf Latios probably isn't needed, it's probably overkill, but it is like a guarantee I don't lose the landers. I can lead Charizard Latios, and they're like, I'm going to U-turn that, I'm going to Rock Slide that, and I'm going to be like, well, I'm going to Ice Beam that. So it's pretty good against Landorus, and Landorus is a big check to Charizard and Venusaur leads. Up next is going to be the Darkium Z, the Instinium Z Incineroar. This guy packs a huge punch, and Cresselia kind of walls my team out just a little bit. So we have the big Darkium, or Insinium Z, I can't believe I messed that up twice. We have the Insinium Z on that, going for the Malicious Moonsault on our Incineroar, as well as a little bit of Fake Out support paired with Hitmontop. It's actually pretty good. And the last Pokemon, I'm still going to be using my little Trevenant here. I've actually come to really like this guy, and remember, Harvest activates 100% of the time in the sun, so it has a little bit of synergy with Charizard. I don't know how good Trevenant's going to be, but I feel that this team is pretty susceptible to Trick Room. And there's a lot of teams that just want to get the Trick Room up, and then if they get it up, they win. And I think Trevenant is like a pseudo-check to things like Amoonguss, you know? They can't Rage Powder my Trevenant, they can't Spore the Trevenant to stop me from using Imprison. So I think Trevenant might be able to work a little bit. If anything, it just throws them off. So I feel like I've done a pretty good job about explaining my team, how it works, and we're going to hop into some games and see if we can win some. Here we go. Alright, so our first game is a bit of a sun mirror. I don't know what that thing is called, the little eggplant looking mon. It's also being paired with the regular Ninetales Shiftry Buffalant. I forget what that lizard is called. Man, this guy's busting out all the mons, so I'm forgetting their name. Heliolisk? And then that's not Claydol. What is it called? Claydol's the baby one. This is the big one. I cannot believe I'm not remembering that last thing's name. There's like 3 Pokemon on the team, I don't remember their names. Charizard Venusaur seems to be pretty solid. I can probably get away with Charizard and Incineroar, actually, and have Venusaur in the back. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Incineroar is also powered up by the sun. I deal massive amount of damage. I can also go like Charizard Hitmontop. What about Charizard? I'm going to go Charizard Hitmontop. That actually seems pretty cool. Let's try Charizard and Hitmontop. Alright, we're going to still bring Incineroar, and we're going to bring Ninetale, or Venusaur. Alright, we should be pretty good. I'm actually really excited to use Hitmontop. It's been a while since I've used one. This is an eject button one, so what I can do is I can go like, first turn, Protect Wizard, get my Sun up, and if he leads Sun, we'll see what happens. I actually think that this is going to be a pretty good game for me. I think he's forced to go for Sleep Powders. I don't really know what else those grass-type chlorophyll users can actually do. So we've seen Shiftry Ninetales, so he already has the Sun. And it's going to be, oh, it's a shiny Ninetales, and it's been a while since I've seen one of those. So I think I'm probably just going to go Fake Out on the Shiftry then, and just go for a Heat Wave. And if he goes for a Heat Wave back, it's going to hit my Hitmontop, it's going to proc my Eject button, I'm going to get to bring out whatever I want, and I'll be fine. So Hitmontop gets an Intimidate off. That's pretty good against Shiftry. If I remember correctly, that is a physical attacker. And yeah, we're just going to pop a huge Heat Wave. And I'm actually going to Mega Evolve. This Charizard's actually Blaze. It's not Solar Power. It should probably be Solar Power because I think that's stronger in opposing Suns. But sometimes there is Sun Up and I want to just protect. That's why I don't really like Solar Power. So we're just popping Heat Wave, and we are going to go for, I kind of want to go for a Feint on my Hitmontop. We're just going to go for a Fake Out. So Fake Out on Shiftry. Heat Wave, it should be enough to KO his Shiftry. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Protects, if we saw Ninetales pop, you know, some weird form of HP Rock or something weird like that. So he has Fake Out. I didn't even know that Shiftry got Fake Out. That's actually pretty good. So we're trading Fake Outs, like, inefficiently. It looks like I do a lot more to him than he does to me. And he goes for a Heat Wave. So remember, this is going to make contact to my Hitmontop. It's going to proc my eject button, and it's going to let me send out pretty much whatever I want. I'm going to be bringing out my Incineroar here and going for like a second Fake Out. So it looks like I'm in an okay spot. It's just, I just didn't even remember that Shiftry got Fake Out. It's not that I didn't, like, know, it's that I didn't remember, because how often do you really fight Shiftry? So we're going to go for a Heat Wave here, and we're going to go for a Fake Out onto the Shiftry. It seems pretty obvious that this is the play that I'm going for, but I still think it's the correct play. I could be Fake Out in the Ninetales. Like, worst case scenario here, I eat Chip Damage from a Ninetales Heat Wave. It's not really that important. So let's see if our opponent decides to switch or Protect. It really doesn't matter, because I can always Protect with my Zard and just go for a Flare Blitz on the Shiftry slot. We will see what they go for. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Shiftry, though. I think it gets, like, Protect. I don't remember if it gets Sleep Powder. That's why I'm really respecting the pick right now. I know it gets Dark Attacks. I don't remember what Dark Attack it necessarily gets. Maybe it gets Knockoff? That's probably what it gets. I think it gets Knockoff. We're waiting on him, though. And we get the Fake Out, so all we got to do now is hit our Heat Wave, and we're in a very good spot. So we're going to see Charizard go for the Heat Wave. We do hit the Heat Wave, makes contact to Shiftry, and you may wonder why I'm talking about hitting my Heat Wave like it's so important, but I have, like, the worst Heat Wave accuracy of all time. I've missed so many Heat Waves throughout my history of playing this game. And we're going to eat a second one, so I can eat at least 2 more on my Charizard. I might just Protect with Zard and go for a Z move on that Ninetales slot. Buffleant. I don't know what this does. I have no clue what this thing's supposed to do. I think it gets Sap Sipper, but I don't really think that's important. I'm actually just going to pop a Raw Overheat onto that guy. He can deal with it. And we're going to actually pop our Z move up onto the Ninetales. I probably don't need to Z move, but I want to secure the kill. Also, if Ninetales protects for some weird reason, this will chunk it and potentially put it within range for a Heat Wave or like a secondary Darkest Lariat. So I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot here. I wouldn't be surprised if I got a double KO this turn, barring like awkward protects or switches. The fact that his team doesn't really have Heatran makes him just really weak to the opposing Sun matchup, I feel. So we're waiting on him. Let's see, he's going for the Protect with Buffleant. Not an incorrect play. I have no problems with him going for Protect there. And he's going to be able to get another Heat Wave off with his Ninetales unless he uses something else like Hypnosis. He goes for the Heat Wave. I really think he might be Specs, because I actually think I'm taking a little bit too much damage, believe it or not. Ninetales is incredibly weak even when powered up by the sun. Alright. So, Ninetales is going to go down. That was enough damage. Remember, we always skip the Z-move animation so we can upload the video. And, yeah, it's Buffleant and Cherim. Alright, it's this thing's back at it. I don't know what this does. I have no clue. I've fought against like 3 or 4 of them in my life. I'm not scared of this thing. Is it a fairy type? I'm going to check if it's a fairy. It is just a grass type. We're just going to go for the same play. We're going to go for the Overheat on the Buffleant. I think I'm slower than the Cherim, and we're actually just going to Flare Blitz the Buffleant as well. I think Buffleant is the hard carry here. So we're going to double into that slot because his Protect is on cooldown. If he KOs my Zard, Incineroar will still most likely be able to pick up the slack, and the Sun-boosted Stabbed Flare Blitz should be enough to take that guy out. I think it should be enough to take him out. So we're waiting on our opponent. I guess like Sleep Powder could happen. That's like the worst thing, I think. It's not even fast. What? I don't understand that Pokemon. Like, if you guys are watching the comments below, wow, that didn't even KO it. If you guys are in the comments below, let me know what Cherim does. Like, it's just not a Pokemon that I remember how to beat. Oh, is that a Super Citrus? That's a Figgy Berry? He has Weather Ball. Okay, so he's going to be going for, like, a type of Fire attack that probably won't even KO my Zard. Yeah, not really. Hopefully Incineroar's... Oh, it's not faster now! So we are going to be losing Incineroar most likely. That's actually a really good play from our opponent there. But now we know that the thing's not fast, so we can just come in with Venusaur. I'm going to check and see how much turns I have left on Sun. And, yeah, we'll figure this out. Alright, there's the Venusaur. I think I have just 1 to 2 turns left. We have... This is the last turn of Sun. I think even at -2 Overheat can still take out that Cherim. I thought it had Chlorophyll or something weird, but I guess it doesn't. I know that that guy has Sap Sipper on the Buffleant, so we're going to actually Sludge Bomb that guy. And we're just going to go for an Overheat on the Cherim. And you may be wondering, no, you have to switch your Zard out. What if your Zard goes down? I think I'll be fine. I think Venusaur is still faster than Buffleant. And I do have Hitmontop in the back as well. So all we got to do is take out the Cherrim, and I think we're going to get this. I don't think I'm going to get Protect baited by a Cherrim. And if I did, it's not the end of the world. So we'll see what happens here. It would probably be a smarter play to switch the Hitmontop in. But I think I'm going to be able to win. Because we're kind of low on the ladder right now. Because this is like a fresh account. Oh, this is like I just started the ladder here. So we'll see what happens. I know this guy takes a ton of time to pick all his moves. This is the most important game he's ever played. He's going for the Protect. He actually is Protect baiting me with the Buffalo-Ant, not the Cherrim. And Sludge Bomb is going to get blocked. Let's see how much damage we deal with Overheat. I actually hit my Overheat. I've hit 2 Overheats this game. That's actually pretty good for me. And it looks like we're not going to be able to get the KO. Remember, we were at -2 already, so it's not too surprising. And he goes for a Weather Ball on my Venusaur. Okay. That's a good play. It's not going to be enough to KO, just enough to break my Sash. And I think I have to switch and play a little bit defensively now. Is that Leftovers? Alright. Yeah. Wait, is it still sunny? This is the... Whoa. 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 It's still sunny. Do you know what that means? Do you know why it's still sunny? It is still sunny because the Ninetales had a Heat Rock, and it doesn't really show you until like right now that it's still sunny. So I take those, I guess. I totally take those. So we're going to go for an Overheat on the Cherrim again. We should be able to KO, even though we're at -4. I think we can KO from here. And we're going to go for a Sludge Bomb on the Buffalo-Ant. Should be able to pick up the KO. Oh, no, we're not going to be able to pick up the KO. But, like, it doesn't really matter, is what I'm trying to say here. Sludge Bomb's going to be coming down. The decent damage. I'll take a poison. Oh, I'll get the poison, and I'll take it. And we're probably going to be eating, like, a return on one of these Mons. I really don't think it matters which one he's going for a return on. He's probably going to be hitting the Venusaur, because the Venusaur is the one, like, getting in on him. But remember, he's poisoned, so, like, he's playing the long waiting game. And we're just going to come in with Hitmontop. We're going to go for Fake Outs. We're going to go for a bunch of stuff, trying to get that thing down. And I think we're going to be able to grind this one out. I really don't see a way that the Cherrim, like, comes back and gets this. Especially when paired with, like, with a Buffalo-Ant. It's such a weird team of stuff that I don't remember what it does. It's a good refresher course in VGC. Well, I guess Battle Spot Doubles. Just a good refresher course in Battle Spot Doubles. Alright, so let's look at this correctly. I'm going to try and overheat that Cherrim, but I don't think that I can KO it from here. It's going to be kind of hard. And we're just going to go for Fake Out on the Buffalo-Ant here. I kind of want to Fake Out the Cherrim. I'm going to Fake Out the Cherrim. I think I actually need it. Yeah, we're going to Fake Out the Cherrim. He also protected last turn, so I think this might be a little bit better play. I think the Cherrim needs to go, because like if you look at my Hitmontop set, I have Fake Out, Feint, Wide Guard, and Bulldoze. And that thing has Leftovers, and Hitmontop is incredibly weak, so if it actually comes down to it, Hitmontop probably can't deal more damage than the Leftovers from Cherrim. So we're going to let the Buffalo-Ant kick out a little bit. We might even have to struggle with our Zard. Holy moly, because, like, no, I'm kidding, we're not going to struggle. We'll just change to, like, Heat Wave or something. But yeah, we're going for a -4 overheat. He's going for the Protect, which means I was correct in making this read. And, yeah, Fake Out on the Cherrim. All we gotta do is hit the overheat. That's still pretty good damage. That's pretty good damage. And the overheat does connect, so it is going to be enough to take out the Cherrim. Finally, the thing goes down. I've used all 5 of my overheats. Can't believe it. And let's see, what can Buffalo-Ant really do? He's poisoned here. And, yeah, we should be in a pretty good spot. I'm just going to go for Heat Wave and Bulldoze, and that should be enough to take him out. I can't believe he Figgy Berried us. That's something you don't see very often. So we're going to go for Bulldoze and Heat Wave, and we should be able to grind this one out. Very close game against just a really weird team that I just hadn't really fought in a while. We're at -6. -6 overheat. Pretty good. So we take those. Alright, game 2 is going up against Nikki from Brazil. Looks like they have a VGC 2017 team, which is also something you can see on Battle Spot Doubles. They have Celesteela, Silvally, I don't know what type that thing is going to be from the team preview, Garchomp, Vikavolt, Coco, and Kartana. So I think I'm just going to go Zard, Venusaur, and this is the type of team that my team excels at beating. Against Kartanas, I can go for Heat Waves. Against Cocos, I can Sludge Bomb those. I can Sleep Powder everything else. Zard KOs all the things that Venusaur can't KO. And it's perfect. It's good. We're going to be alright here. So we're going to go Zard, Venusaur. I think I'm going to bring Latios. Just because it's Scarfed and it's always going to be faster than the Kartana. It's also good against the Garchomp. So I can lock myself in like Ice Beam and just be faster than everything guaranteed. And I'm looking at this. I want Hitmontop, but I don't think Hitmontop's actually that good. I think Incineroar is probably much better. It's my Z move, it has the big damage, and should be able to actually switch in on a couple things. I think we're going to be okay here. I don't think our opponent has a ton of speed control, barring like Electro Webs from Vikavolt, maybe Bulldoze from Garchomp, maybe Bulldoze from Silvally if it even gets it. So we gotta watch out for stuff like that, but otherwise I think we should be able to wrap this one up. I might have to use a Sleep Powder on Garchomp if I see it. Scarf Chomp can actually be faster than my Charizard set, so we'll see how it goes. Like, if we see Vikavolt Garchomp, I'm probably first turn just gonna go Protect with Charizard and Sleep Powder. I'm thinking about it. So it's Garchomp Silvally. Alright, what type is this Silvally? I'm gonna have to click that button. I do not know what type that is. He's holding some kind of plate. Right? Or is it that's just what the shiny one looks like? We'll check it out. What type are you? It says normal. Alright. We're actually just gonna go with a Mega Evolve, right? We're gonna go Mega Evolve Protect. And then is there something worth switching to? We're actually going to hard switch out Venusaur, I think, for Latios. I think Latios can actually switch in on this, and it can just take out the Garchomp next turn. I don't have to ever go for a Sleep Powder, and I think it's actually just a good enough play on its own. So we're switching out Venusaur, and I looked at our opponent's not switching anything out. So let's see. Let's see what they go for. And we're going Charizard Y. Remember, we have to get our Sun up before the Venusaur can really do anything. So I hope our opponent doesn't sub or set up on us, but it's highly probable that they can. Because they know I have to go for like a really defensive turn 1 with this lead. So Charizard is going to start with a Drought here. And let's see, he's going for the Protect. I want to see what our opponent's actually going for. I want to see if they just go for like a Rock Slide or like an Earthquake. There's the Rock Slide, so I really think that is a Scarf Chomp. I'm 100% like confirming that's a Scarf Chomp because like why else would you just stay in with your Chomp? He's going for a Double Edge onto what was my Venusaur. That's such a good play. I can't believe that. I can't believe he just did that right in my face. That's weird, I think. I don't think it's necessarily incorrect. I just think it's weird. I'm allowed to think things are weird. So we know that that's a Scarf Chomp, and Scarf Chomp's actually faster than my Charizard. If it's Scarf, or sorry, than my Venusaur if it's actually Scarfed. So we're just gonna go for the Sleep Powder. We're gonna try and hope that it's not Scarfed. And we'll be able to tell by the end of the turn. So Sleep Powder comes in, we actually make contact with the Garchomp. I guess he could be Scarf Adamant, which Venusaur is still faster than. But, you know, I think I might be able to get some ground back in this game. If I start, I was going to say, if I hit the Silvally with a Heat Wave, I can hit the Sleep Powder, I can't hit the Heat Wave. That's incredibly unfortunate because we're going to be eating a Double Edge this turn. Oh, that's actually really bad. Don't Double Edge my Zard. It's totally Double Edging. No, he's Double Edging the Venusaur because he thought Garchomp could take it out. So Heat Wave should be able to KO that Silvally. That is the play. Come on, Heat Wave. Give me one time. And we're going for Giga Drain on this Garchomp. I mean, if we KO the Garchomp with Silvally this turn, I think we've stabilized. We still have our Z move and another Fake Out user in the back. We just have to get through this turn unscathed. So it's really cool. Oh, Garchomp's asleep. So he's either going for Protect or a Speed Tie. I think he probably went for Protect because I don't think he's Scarfed. So Heat Wave, come on. Come on, give me the Heat Wave. Let me get that juicy double KO. Alright, we make contact. This is boosted by the Sun, remember? That's why I think I can pick up the KOs. There we go. We get the double KO on Silvally and Garchomp, and I think we're being in a pretty good spot. We restored a lot of our Venusaur's health with Giga Drain, and let's see what the last two are. I don't want to have to go for Sleep Powder, but I can also like do Protect switches. Like I can switch out my Zard for Incineroar, Protect with Venusaur, and go for a couple other plays. Or I can just Heat Wave that Vikavolt in the face. Why would you even bring the Vikavolt and Coco? I'm just gonna go Sludge Bomb Heat Wave. This is gonna be easy money. So unless like barring awkward sashes, awkward choice scarfs, I think I should be fine. Venusaur should just be faster than Coco, unless like I said it's scarfed. So we're going for Heat Wave, and we're going for Sludge Bomb. Let's see if we can pick up the double KO back-to-back, 2 turns in a row. Sludge Bomb's coming in on Coco. This is a full, modest Venusaur stabbing the Sludge Bomb, so it should be enough to pick up the KO, which it is. And Heat Wave makes contact. It's going to be dealing that single target damage against Vikavolt, and even if it was a vested Vikavolt, it's not going to live through that onslaught of fire damage. So Vikavolt goes down, and it was a little bit dicey for the first couple turns of that game, but we hit a Sleep Powder and we just reverse swept them in 2 turns. And that is the pressure that some teams can have. Like, it's probably not the best team, but it's definitely a team that fits my playstyle of being extremely aggressive, and I like Charizard a lot. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. So thank you guys for watching these games. Let me know what you think about this team and this format in the comments below. I'm probably going to be using a team like this for the next few videos, and then we'll hop back into VGC 2017 once I finish up breeding the team that I'm making for that format. So, I don't know what to say. If you guys don't like this format, there's still daily stream highlights featuring VGC 2017 content, but like I said, I'm probably going to be playing this format for the next few videos. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.